What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about the 12 things that we crushed in 2020.
Yeah, the other day we were kind of just reflecting back on the year, and we realized we had a lot of firsts on our homestead this year. So we thought we would kind of sit down and reflect on those things, share them with you, and we hope that you guys can share some of the things that you guys accomplished this year in 2020 as well.
So, what's one of the things that you accomplished?
Yeah, I did a lot of things at the beginning. I think when things kind of slowed down and there was a little bit more time at home, I was ready to just get it done. And one of the first things I said was, I'm going to grow some more things. You guys, we have a lot of shade. I'm not a gardener. We don't really grow a lot of things here, even though we try and fail a lot. But I grew peppers. Yeah. That might not seem like a big deal to some of you, but I grew peppers from a seed. A lot of peppers. I started them in March. They didn't show up until the very end of August, maybe September, but I ate peppers literally every day with my eggs all of September, a lot of October, and we were able to save and freeze a lot of them too. So that was pretty awesome.
It was. What else did you do this year?
All right, so Daniel thought I was a little crazy, but I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I came across a post from Homesteaders of America, and they posted a beginner recipe for soap, homemade soap. Mm-hmm. And we had a lot of extra lard from our pigs that we raised last year. So I said, hey, you know what? This recipe is for some soap made with lard. I'd like to try to do that. So I got hooked up with Misty from the Max Happy Homestead, and she talked me through it. She has a great video on her YouTube channel on how to do it, and she helped me and answered all of my millions of questions about it. But now I got it down. I have soap curing all over my house.
Mainly in one room.
I just love doing it, but it's been really cool, and I've tried lots of different recipes now and kind of figured out what my favorite one is, but I'm really proud that I learned how to do that.
I'm really proud that you've sold like 50 bars of soap or something.
Little mini business
cool.
endeavor.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really cool. All right, number 3.
Number 3.
We got a call one day from Travis at Good Hope Farmstead, and what did he ask you?
He asked us if we wanted some roosters, because he got some free bonus roosters, but they were barred rock roosters, so they really weren't something he was going to raise.
So we do you want 50 of them? And we're like, we cannot take 50 roosters.
No, we didn't want 50 roosters.
We did, but we didn't.
I didn't want 50 roosters.
No, okay.
So we got 15 of them, and we raised them. One of them died, so we raised 14 roosters, barred rock roosters for meat this year, which is the first for us doing that. It took us like 16, 18 weeks to get them to a full size, but we did process them. They didn't pluck as easily as the Cornish cross do. You know, it was kind of a bear, but we got 14 soup birds in our freezer, which is pretty nice.
So we've used them specifically to make meat broth, and then shredded that meat, used it to make soup, and they've been really delicious. The flavor is definitely different in a good way.
Yeah, they make the Cornish cross last longer because we don't need them every time we want to make soup.
So that was a first for us to raise a non-meat bird.
Yeah, I don't know if I would pay money for those birds to do it again, but if I windfalled into some free roosters again, I might do that.
For sure. Number 4, I learned how to can this year. We make a lot of broth in our house, and we needed more space for that broth because freezer space is just something that is very valuable. Yeah. So I hooked up with some friends that I met through our, again, lovely world of Homesteaders of America. Make Everyday Matter. Go check her out on Instagram. Mandy, thank you for all your help this year, teaching me how to can. I read lots of books, but Mandy answered all of my questions. Wendy Hartman helped me out a great deal too. I met her through Justin's Abundant Permaculture page. Okay. And we messaged a lot back and forth, and she helped answer a lot of my questions. So I'm really thankful for their help. We've got not a lot of things in cans down there, but a lot of broth, a lot of different kinds of broth, some carrots. We've eaten almost all the tomatoes that we canned.
Yes.
But now that I know how to do it, we'll be able to do more of that with more things next year.
Yeah, canned tomatoes was a bear.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out how to make that easier.
We'll learn how to do that. Number 5.
We built a larder.
What is a larder?
A larder is a place in your house where you store food.
Yeah, Joel Salatin uses that word in his books a lot, you guys.
He does.
So we preserved a lot of things. We did some vacuum sealing. We froze some of it, obviously canned some of it. Those things are down there.
Yep, we have 3 freezers, 1 refrigerator, and a big tall shelf that we built to store all of our canned goods.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about some of the things that are in that larder?
Sure. We have half a cow, a pig, a bunch of chickens. Now we have a deer. We got some elk meat in there.
Bison.
Oh, some bison meat in there.
Yeah.
And all of the frozen vegetables that didn't get canned are
Lots
in
of
the freezer
fruits
too.
and veggies, and we did lots of applesauce.
And pumpkin.
Yeah.
Pumpkin from Emily Seibert's.
Yes.
Free pumpkin that just grew out of the ground. She didn't even plant it. Okay.
All right, you ready? Number 6. So we hatched baby chicks using an incubator for the first time, and that was really amazing. We were able to borrow an incubator from our friends Bethany and Jim at Grape Creek Farm. We still had a rooster at the time. We were really hoping for a broody hen.
Nope.
Still didn't happen. So we said, you know what? We're gonna hatch some chicks. So Bethany lent us her incubator. We put how many eggs in there?
It was asking me 24, I think.
Maybe 30,
it was 3 dozen.
30-ish eggs. I can't remember.
It was 3 dozen.
That would be 36.
I don't remember. We put a bunch of eggs in there.
Yeah, and it was really cool to watch those hatch for the very first time. That was really amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
really got a video when I made it. So
yeah, we set up a camera and watched. The first one happened overnight, and slowly over that kind of 12-hour period, they all started coming out, and it's really neat. If you have a chance to do that or see that, we highly recommend it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So hatching chicks. We got, like I said, Rachel said, we got the incubator from Jim and Bethany, so go check them out on Instagram.
Yeah.
Grape Creek Farm.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Can you sit, please?
What's next? Number 7.
All right, number 7. We built something together.
Oh, yes, we built.
What did we build?
We built Justin Rhodes' mini chickshaw.
Chickshaw mini.
Chickshaw mini.
Yeah.
Mini chickshaw.
And why did we build that?
Because of all the chickens that we hatched.
Yes, we hatched lots of chickens. We already have a coop that's
stationary.
full house. And so we built that mini chickshaw mini. And that's where we kind of have a second flock now.
Yeah. Baseball. Some of those chicks, we had to buy some more chickens to go with them. But so we built a mobile chicken coop.
Yeah.
We also built a chicken tractor, which didn't make the list, but it's also there.
Oh, that chicken tractor.
It's kind of crappy, but it was our first chicken tractor 1.0.
Yes.
That was before the chicken chaw.
All right, are you ready?
What do we got? Number 8.
Number 8. Something else we did on our homestead for the first time this year was that we got turkeys. We raised and butchered our own turkeys for the first time this year. So our Thanksgiving dinner, never frozen. That was pretty amazing.
Yep.
And then we raised some for a couple friends, and then we turned some into ground. So we have some turkey meat in our freezer.
And we sold one to one of our neighbors.
Yeah. And I think that would be really cool to do again. The turkeys were really fun. They make a lot of fun noises.
Yeah.
You get a lot of meat out of one bird, and it's delicious.
It was.
If you've not had a farm-raised turkey before, you got to do it. All right, are you ready for the next one? Number 9, we butchered our own pig.
Yeah.
You guys, we raised 3 pigs this year. 2 of them went to butcher, and the one that we kept for ourselves, we did the whole process start to finish with a great deal of help.
Yeah, a good friend of ours, Barry Stolman from Stolman Acres, he raises hogs himself, and he does charcuterie with them. It's really, really cool what he does in Boyd's, Maryland. But he came to the house here, and he walked us through. I've been to his house where he kills before, but he walked us through, so I was able to shoot the pig and stick the pig to bleed it out. And we had Alex come over, from Emily's husband, Alex Seibert, come over with his machine to help us pick up the pig. We put it in our brooder container, the Tractor Supply brooder container, over a fire, so that's how we scalded it. And then we scraped it with the scrapers to get the hair off. And then after we hung it up and gutted it here, that was all at this house, then we put it in the back of the truck, the 2 halves of the pig, went down to Boyd's, Maryland, where Barry has everything set up for butchering. And that's when we spent the next 6 hours butchering the pig.
So we're really grateful for his family for all their help, because they were so kind and so patient and super accommodating. And now, if we raise pigs again, I think you would feel comfortable
I would do that
doing
myself,
that process with some friends. So that's really neat. So yeah, pigs.
That was number 9.
Yeah, number 9. Ready? Number 10. What did we do with that pig first time?
Oh,
We cured
bacon. and I have a ham downstairs that's still, you know, in the process of being here, and hopefully that's gonna go well. We'll
I was
find
a little
out in
nervous about the
January or
bacon
February.
because I feel like the bacon is just so delicious, and I was nervous to do it ourselves because I didn't want to mess it up.
No, but we followed the recipe from Jill Winger, I think.
Yeah,
right?
we did
Her
Prairie
cookbook,
Homestead's recipe. And in her recipe, she actually does it in the oven. So we did half and half. We had a friend, shout out to Dave O'Hara. He smoked half of it for us, and then the other half we did in the oven. And they're both really different, both really delicious. And I would do either of those.
Yeah, that was a win.
Things again. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
So how long do we have to wait for that ham is ready to go?
Another couple weeks.
Okay, cool. That's gonna be exciting. All right, number 11.
I butchered a deer for the first time.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine, a guy I used to work with a long time ago, Nick Fornero, he was out in the area not far from where we live, and he was hunting. He called me up and said, if I get a deer, do you want it? Because his freezers are all full. And I said, sure. So he called me up on a week ago and said, I got your deer. So I met him around 6 o'clock in the afternoon the other day, brought it home, let it hang for a couple days, and then skinned it. And I took the tenderloins and the back straps and staked them out, but everything else went to ground. So we got 25 or so pounds of ground venison, and 5 or 6 dinners worth of venison steaks in the freezer. And that was the first time doing that. I just watched a couple YouTube videos. It took me all day to cut that thing up, but I also have.
Well, you had some breaks between too.
I did.
You weren't doing it straight all day.
It took a while.
Yeah.
And I got the hide outside to try to. I want to try to tan that and cure that, or cure it.
Yeah.
Tan it.
You rocked that thing.
Yeah.
Nice job. Thanks, Nick.
Yes.
All right. That leads us to our very last one, number 12, which we couldn't have done any of these things without the 12th thing. You ready? We made a lot of really awesome new friends this year.
Yeah, we did.
So we want to tell you about some of our new friends. So Bethany and Jim at Great Creek Farm.
Right,
we already mentioned them a little bit earlier, but we met them earlier this year. And, when you have similar things in common with people, you kind of bond with them immediately. So as soon as we met them, we wanted to hang out with them more because they're pretty awesome. So we're really super thankful we met them. We met them for the first time. Bethany came over our house because she wanted to learn how to make kombucha. So split my SCOBY, gave her half of it, and then from that day on,
been buds.
Yep.
They also let us borrow they have some chicken butchering equipment that's very helpful come butcher time. We have a picker, but they have a scalder and a better picker.
The nicest, most kind, and what's the word I'm looking for? Giving, generous family.
Very nice. Big family.
Yes. Big family,
Bunch
small
of kids.
farm. Go check them out. Our other friends that we met this year through Justin Rhodes, Abundant Permaculture page, Emily and Alex Seibert from the Seibert Homestead. So we did so we wanted to try to grow just a few tomatoes. It was already too late. I hadn't started any. And Emily was selling some of her tomato starts. So one day we drove down to her house, bought some tomatoes from her. And it was a match.
Her awesome garden that she was rocking.
Like a match made in heaven. So we are great friends now. They've come to help us so many times with so many things. They helped us do our meat birds this year. They helped us with our turkeys, and Alex came and helped us literally all day with the pig.
Yeah.
And we're excited to see what they're going to do next. They have some exciting things going along on their homestead or soon to be homestead. So go check them out if you don't follow them already, the Seibert Homestead.
So those are 12 things that we've put to paper that we are proud of and that we've accomplished, and we're interested to hear what you guys have done this year. It's been a crazy year, but hopefully you've got some stuff that you're proud of that you've completed and accomplished. If so, let us know in the comment section.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.